what a game that was, behold, and I dare say a point is the least we deserve for that endeavour.
Yeah, I think if you look over the course of 90 minutes we've had, I think we've created far more chances than they have. They've not all gone in. I think in them situations you've got to keep plugging away, keep believing the goal's going to come, and luckily we've salvaged the point, as you rightly said. I think our agenda was a massive 3-point stay. It was, with the way the two teams are, it was important that we got 3 points. I said at half time to lads, whatever happens we'll dig in for the 3 points, but we don't lose the game. It was vital that we didn't lose the game. Credit to the lads, they've kept plugging away. I've conceded the silly goal which we've got to cut those errors out, but we've showed testament and dug deep. We've had to dug deep to get a point, so we're disappointed because we wanted 3 points, and I believe we deserve 3 points on the balance of the chances, but it wasn't to be tonight.
It was interesting that our saving goal come from Ryan Frater tonight, and from a corner. We had loads and loads of corners tonight, and I suppose you could say we scored the one that counted, but frustrating we're not creating more from these corners tonight. Yeah,
I think it's been a little bit difficult. I think with the games becoming thick and fast, I think we've only had a couple of training sessions since we've been here. So obviously Thursday is things we will work on, going on the training field, all different parts of the aspects of the pitch and the football that we have to play, and the shape and how we're lining up, and set pieces for, set pieces against. We worked a bit on set pieces against to make sure we was watertight there, and I think in the coming weeks we'll see a bit more creativity on corners, which we will put our corners that we like doing, things that have worked for us in the past, and we'll breathe that into the lads as we get time on the training field. It's just that for us as a management team it's been limited because we've only had 2 Thursday training sessions since we've been here.
What were your thoughts about the first half today? Because it seemed a little bit of a non-event for a good sort of 20-25 minutes. There was an awful lot going on, and they got their goal on the half-hour mark, more or less. And again, it was a fortunate rebound that fell straight to their lad to smash it home, and we didn't really have. They didn't have much creativity in front of goal up until that point, and then bam, goal.
Yeah, I mean, Bedford most of the season have been a 4-4-2. They've come up today to set up to draw the game, so I don't think there was much from them. They played with a lone striker up front, and the message that I was trying to get into the players, and we were trying to get from the sideline, was be patient with the ball, don't force it, just let them lock themselves in. They'll go to sleep soon, and a gap will appear. As you said, for the goal, it's come against the run of play. The lad's been fortunate because the ball falls kindly for him to smash it home. But that's you're kind of worry in these kind of games. You'll have a lot of possession, and one sucker punch on the break can sometimes hurt you, and I think that's how they've got their goal today. So I think absolutely right. On balance, first 20 minutes I don't think it was our fluent passing self, but we was in the game, and we still had plenty of chances up until their goal.
Yeah, and it come as great relief when Jay Davies scored that equalising goal. Great goal as well.
Yeah, I think it's easy for nerves to creep in when you're 1-0 down. A couple of times this season already the lads have showed a bit of character to come back from 1-0 down. So you never fear going 1-0 down, especially going in at 45 minutes to play. When we was 1-0 down, we go into the game knowing that there's still a lot of minutes to play for. We've been in games where games can be won in the last minute. So there's never a panic. It's just that we have to keep tight at the back and wait for those opportunities to come. And as I said earlier in my last brief, I just said the chances we created today were second to none. It's just a case of being a bit more clinical, where we have been over the last few weeks, and putting them away.
And obviously a bit of good fortune to go our way never goes amiss. I think we've had goal line clearances tonight. We've had one off the crossbar. The keeper's made 2 excellent saves. We've had penalty shouts going unheard of by the referee, and I think the only bit of good luck we did get was the goal coming in late in added time, about 93 minutes at the end.
Yeah, I think it's no more than we deserved. I think we had a couple of penalty shouts. One of them I can see from where I am. It's that blatant. You just find that when you're down there, things don't go your way, and you have to take the rub with the rub of the green, and you have to take the good with the bad, and you just got to keep plugging away, and you can't get into your shell think this ain't going to be our day. You've got to keep believing and keep fighting. That's the only way to turn the corner. And as you said, credit to the lads, we've plugged away. We've had corner after corner, so sooner or later I think we looked dangerous from most of the corners. It just didn't quite happen, and Freites is a big powerful lad. The ball into Freites was decent, and the header was just as good.
Nathan, just looking back on Saturday's match against St Albans, I thought we put in a very good performance there, and again felt a little unlucky not to get anything out of the game at all, and again, it's more of the same. We're doing a lot of the good things right now. We're building the game properly. We're creating chances, and we're looking a bit more solid.
Yeah, I think Saturday for us was a kind of benchmark to get a point minimum, setting us up for the Bedford game to go on, and if we get 3 points, take ourselves across the line because we've got a better goal difference. Very disappointing because I thought it was a very good game, and I thought it was a good standard from both teams for the level. Both teams went toe to toe. Both teams took their chances. There was chances at either end. Both goalkeepers have had to make saves, which is football. I just think we showed a bit of naivety at 2-2, where we were still probing for the winner because we believed we could win the game against a good side, and we got sucker punched again, similar to the goal at Bedford. So the disappointing thing was that we lost the game and we didn't manage the game and say, well, a point's not a bad point, and we were geared up to win the game. But I think, as time goes on and we get into plays, I understand that, firstly, when you're a team that's down there, you've got to turn defeats into draws, and when you start mastering the arts of turning defeats into draws, then the wins will naturally follow, and I think that's a big learning curve for the lads. And I think similar moving forward, lads will know how to manage the game and how we expect them to manage the game. So even if we are having our tails up and we're going for the game, we still got to be watertight at the back to not get punished.